All right, hello everybody. We're going to talk about how you reconcile your checkbook. So for a lot of you, you're probably like, checkbook? I'm not going to have a checkbook. I'm just going to pay all my bills online, and I'm going to use a debit card and I'm going to use a credit card. Well, even though things have moved online, the vernacular of a checkbook register and a checkbook reconciliation, that's still probably going to hang around for quite a while. So one of the things that is recommended is that around once a month, they recommend that you reconcile your accounts. Basically, what this means is that we're going to reconcile what you think you have in your account against what the bank thinks you have in your account. Now, when we take a look at this, we have to realize that we can have human error on both ends and possibly machine error, maybe a computer type thing that kind of messed us up. So what we're looking at on this slide are three pieces of material, whether on paper or whether online, that we're going to work with. So obviously in your lifetime, you're probably going to use an app from your bank. There's a very good chance that you might have a separate money app on your phone that you're using, as well as your bank's online payment system that you might be accessing along the way. So our three different things that we're looking at are a checkbook register, a bank statement, and then something called a reconciliation worksheet. So your checkbook register is basically your records of what you think you have going on in your checking account. And then your bank statement is what the bank thinks you have going on in your checking account. So there are a couple different things that can happen. Let's start with things that might happen on your end of it. So on your end of it, in your checkbook register, which is what we have featured all the way over here on the left-hand side, there's a chance that you might have forgotten to write down a deposit, forgotten to write down a check, but there's also a chance that after the month ends, you may have actually had a deposit or written out a check that didn't make it onto the monthly bank statement. And that's not a mistake, that's just a timing issue by the time the bank ran that report. Now let's talk about the bank statement. So what are some things that could possibly be on a bank statement that you kind of missed or that you don't have on your checkbook register? Well, we have to make sure that we're double checking to see if there are any fees that have been incurred. So I don't think that you're going to bounce a check, but if you did bounce a check and you had an overdraft fee, that's going to be something that the bank is going to have on their records that you might have missed on yours. Another thing that's going to happen is that several of you are probably going to end up with direct deposit. So if you have direct deposit from your employer, or even if you have something set up like one of the cash pay apps such as Venmo or something like that, you might have money that's going directly into your checking account that on your records you missed or you forgot. So what we're doing with the third file with our reconciliation worksheet is basically we're just stopping, taking a break for a minute, and we want to make sure that we know exactly how much money is in our checking account. And at this point, we've done quite a bit of work and looked at some videos and done some other activities that we know there are fees that can come in from the bank. So we want to make sure that our records match what is in the bank, that nobody made any mistakes, and also that we know exactly what's going on with money that we have paid out or also money that has come into our account. That's the whole focus of today's activity. You're going to see some very specific instructions on number 3, and then I'm going to be here to walk you through it if you need any extra help. Good luck today. This is an awesome life skill that is going to take you far as you become a young adult.